Hey, yo, what's good, what's good, what's good? Welcome to Reflections of a DJ, the R.O.A.D podcast presented by DJ City and Beat Source. I'm one of your hosts, DJ Crooked. We got DJ Neva here.
Yo, what up?
We got Jamie the Great.
Yeah.
Yo, this is like one of the first episodes with just us three for the first time.
Man. It's been a long time.
Maybe the first one all year. I don't know. I could be wrong. Maybe not.
Maybe the second, but it's
one.
been a long time. Since
Summer's over.
Just us, yeah.
You know, I felt like we should like kind of recap the summer.
Yeah.
We really haven't talked about anything going on with us personally, or even professionally, or what's going on. less personal, but more professional.
Yeah.
What's been going on? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But here in Vegas, a lot's been happening. Like cyber attacks we've been hearing about.
Yeah.
That's been all over the news.
Yeah.
Las Vegas, all these hackers. I think they threatened Caesar's Palace first.
They did.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it was a $15 or $30 million ransom, right?
Yeah.
And they paid half of it, I heard. They paid $15 million.
15, yeah.
Damn, bro.
So these hackers hacked into the system that controls like everything from like the room keys to like the
Parking,
the
everything.
slots, the parking, everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
And then they attacked MGM. And MGM is just not one hotel. It's not like MGM Grand.
It's half of the strip.
Nah,
It's
like
literally
majority of the
multiple
hotels on the
property.
strip.
Yeah. So MGM owns multiple properties.
Cosmo, Aria,
Park MGM.
Right.
MGM, the regular one.
So they went and hacked MGM.
Yeah.
MGM said, fuck you. We're not paying your ransom. But what happened was literally like this fucking breakdown of their whole system.
The hacker said, hold my drink.
Yeah.
And they went to
And
town.
they fucked everything.
It looks like $8 million a day.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Damn, bro. For how many days? It was like 4 days, right? That's 24 mil?
Nah, it was like almost 2 weeks.
Oh,
it's been
they only reported 4 then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, that's cool.
But they already generate $42 million a day already. So $8 million out of 42.
Wait, how much are they paying us at these casinos? Carry the two?
I know, man. Yeah.
Hold on.
The funniest shit is that like I was in an Uber and my Uber driver was like, yo, like he's like, there's all these like tech people flying in. Because like MGM is flying in a bunch of like people to like help like reboot their systems and like start new systems.
Yeah.
Because their shit is fuck. I think there was like an ad going out that they're paying like $500 an hour for like new tech motherfuckers to help them with IT and all of this shit.
Silicon Valley.
But yeah, it's been a mess. You guys have been seeing it all over the news.
Dude, we've been seeing that. I mean, we DJ in some of these casinos, me and Neva, and it was kind of weird because for a long time, Vegas always charges, every casino charges for parking. Bro, they were just letting motherfuckers go in and park and not charging anybody anything.
Had no choice.
No choice. And then I saw some of the venues, they were like it was like back in the 60s, like they were writing down bills and checks and what they ordered.
Oh, at the restaurants.
At the restaurants. It was like old school.
Yeah.
It,
I mean, I think like probably the first 2 days, maybe 3 days was a mess. I mean, I think check-ins were a mess. Checkout was a mess.
Yeah.
I heard even like the cards, the hotel room cards. I heard you could just like go into anybody's room.
Yeah, that was the thing. Anybody.
Yeah, so people were getting robbed.
Yeah.
But here's the thing about Vegas though. As fucked up as it gets, and as many videos as you see of these long lines of like checking in and the hell that everyone's going through, you never really hear the specifics.
No.
Because people get paid off.
Yep.
And everyone shuts the fuck up.
Unless you're Las Vegas locally on Twitter.
Yeah.
And they put everything
Yeah.
out.
They put everything out, but it always goes away because in the end, whoever gets fucked, they tell them to shut the fuck up and they pay them to like not talk.
Yeah.
But yeah, shit was getting fucked up. And you were telling
They even got hacked into the slot machines.
Slot machines.
They had like
Which I don't even know how they was able to do that, but they did it.
They had like an error page. It was just blank gray screens, and then there was a bunch of signs at Park MGM and said like, "Sorry for the inconvenience. We're going through some technical difficulties and shit like that."
But in reality, it didn't really affect you guys at all.
No,
that's the crazy shit, right?
I got free parking, bro.
I don't know about the pay because I don't know if it affect payroll yet.
Maybe there's an extra zeros.
Well, the first week it happened, they announced that they might not be paying the employees for the first week. Yeah. But everything's back to normal now.
Yeah,
like everything's straight.
Bro,
I mean,
Vegas.
I haven't seen the money yet from when I worked that week. So
I hope the
don't
hackers
know.
added extra zeros to my shit.
I'm actually impressed at how quickly they bounced back. Because it looked very dismal the first 2-3 days.
Oh no, it was like in shambles.
It looked like a mess. I was like, yo, like this is fucked up.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, like nothing, like the only thing that was operating well was the win.
Yeah, I was about to say that. The encore to win not being fixed.
Yeah.
Resorts
They
World
weren't
not being
fucking
fixed.
around. Yeah. But I heard these hackers are like 19 or 20.
The kids, man.
They're just kids.
Mm-hmm.
And they were able to get like 15 mil from
They're like
Caesars.
Russians, right? Russian kids.
I don't
Damn,
know.
bro. I don't even know. That's crazy.
I heard North Koreans are like really good at hacking.
Yeah.
Like there's like all these hackers in North Korea. That's like they're the best at fucking hacking. Yeah. But I mean, it didn't affect y'all motherfuckers, right?
Nah.
Life is
Say,
Beautiful
yeah.
happened this weekend.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
I heard it was a little slow.
Yeah, I heard
That Life is Beautiful.
A little bit, yeah, man. Compared to the past couple of years.
Who was the headliner? It was Killers,
Kendrick Lamar.
Kendrick Lamar.
Kendrick Lamar.
DJ Never.
DJ Neville was there.
Yeah, DJ Never was there.
Odessa. I don't know who that is.
Oh, but they had like the Yeah Yeah Yeahs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they had what, Nelly?
Oh yeah, Nelly was there.
Yeah.
And they had thick ass Khalid over there.
Ooh.
Yeah.
With his thick thighs.
With them khakis, boy.
Yeah, how was it? I was out of town.
It was like I said, man. The past couple, I mean, it was slow this year compared to back in the days when it first started.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, I did Friday and Sunday. I heard Saturday was better, but Friday was just like.
So
Yeah, I didn't see much video content over Friday.
So typically with festivals, Friday is usually like the warm up.
The beginning, yeah.
Saturday's the big day.
Yeah.
And then Sundays are usually the industry day.
Exactly, yeah.
So,
But
like, yeah.
There was a lot going on in Vegas on Sunday also, so maybe that's why it was.
What else was going on? Oh, was it like the first Raiders game?
The Raiders game, yeah. And that Lil Wayne performed the halftime show.
Lil Wayne was at Allegiant Stadium.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
And then Diplo DJ'd after the game at the
At the Wynn Club,
at the Wynn
right?
Club, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, wow. I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was no big name artist at Life is Beautiful like it was in the past few years.
Yeah.
When it first started.
No, but there was one big name.
What?
He had his fans there.
Oh my God, the one and only.
The one and only DJ Neva.
DJ
chill.
Never.
Black Panda. I heard you had. I heard you had all the fans over there
Nah.
He had 2 nights. He did 2 nights.
signing
2
autographs.
nights.
Nah.
You be getting hit up by a lot of like.
I get a lot of people that like the podcast. They always come up to me. They were like, "Yo, man, we love your podcast. We're big fans, whatever."
He takes pictures, you know, he kisses babies. Political.
You guys get more people approaching y'all than me.
You get the DMs.
No, I know,
You get
right?
heavy in the DMs. We get
Wait.
real life
It
in the
sounds
life.
like I'm smashing my listeners. I'm not.
Oh no.
I'm
I'm
not
saying
smashing my listeners.
people come up to us for, oh my God, we love the podcast. You like
No.
I know, right?
I get
Real
motherfuckers
life.
asking me or like for advice and shit.
Yeah,
and all
they
that
don't hit us
stuff.
up for that.
Nah.
No, but no, I do get a lot of people hitting me up and telling me like how much they appreciate the podcast.
Yeah.
But it's really dope because sometimes like I tell Jamie this, we do this every week.
Yeah.
And it just sometimes it feels like draining. And but like when I see those texts or those DMs,
Or those
like
posts.
it really especially when like when DJs that I don't expect to listen to us, like because I don't expect our homies to listen to us, but like when a bunch of homies that I respect, they like they'll hit me up and be like, yo, I listened to this episode, the shit is like dope, man, like you guys are doing a great job. And I was like, I it keeps me motivated to keep pushing, and sometimes I'm like, damn man, maybe we fucked up with this episode or like blah blah, but I was really shocked at the positive feedback from the Jaslyn Rich episode.
Oh yeah, shouts to her.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a good one with her.
So yeah, this chick, this girl I met at Life is Beautiful.
Yeah.
By the way, shout out to Stacy. She was like, "Yo, I'm a big fan of the podcast, and I love it that you guys feature female DJs as well.
Yeah.
Because you really don't see that on podcasts, on different DJ podcasts. So that kind of meant a lot to
And
me.
is she a DJ?
She's a
Stacey?
DJ, yes. Uh-huh.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Yeah. Never's like he's like you. Yeah, I don't know why I don't get. I get some DJs coming
You
up to me.
always
showing
get it,
me-
man.
I
Come on.
don't. I feel like I'm very unapproachable.
I feel like I don't know. I feel
I
like
think he's the easiest to walk up to.
Definitely, yeah.
I'm the what is it called, the
Teddy bear.
icebreaker. I'm
Like
like
you're the teddy bear,
Yeah.
and then they could talk to Never.
Yeah.
And then with me, I might just get a dap.
yeah, be like yo, respect.
I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. Maybe you're too serious. You gotta smile a little bit. more.
No.
Just ding, show that Colgate smile. A bit more, bro.
You had a couple shorties come and bring you shots, right?
Yeah.
They were like, "Yeah, why don't you smile more? Like, how come you don't smile?"
I know, man. I just
What's going on with you? Yo,
I don't know, man.
I'm gonna tell you something.
What?
2023 Riz with Never is crazy. Your Riz this year is crazy. I think.
Why's that?
I don't know. I'm just saying your Riz this year is crazy.
Yeah,
I feel like,
you told me that a girl came up to you. She's like, "Oh, nice
Yeah.
to meet you," and then she was like, you introduced yourself. Oh, I'm DJ Neva. She's like, oh, I know. And you were like, yeah.
I didn't do that, man. It didn't go down like that.
The Neva Riz is crazy.
But still, man, these girls came up to me. It was like, yo, you're not smiling while you're DJing. It's like you look so unhappy. Here's the 2 shots. Take these shots. Get into it. Smile. Have a good time. And I'm just like, I don't know. I felt more upset.
You were like,
You felt more upset.
you're like, bitch, I don't get paid to smile.
Why am I smiling? And the funny thing was, I wasn't even in a bad mood. It was just like my facial.
Why are you telling me what to do?
At the time, it's just like, yo. And then like somebody posted a picture of me DJing, and I looked really pissed off. And
I reposted it.
I didn't realize.
I reposted it. There was a picture of him spinning at OTR, like the crowd is wilding out.
Yeah.
And this motherfucker looked like he looked like he's in jail. Like, you know, when they hammering rocks on the side of the road. And then I put this GIF up, and I forgot it was like smile.
Yeah.
It's just like, it's okay to smile. Don't be afraid to smile. And then I played Shanice. I played Shanice Smile.
So I saw that picture and I'm thinking to myself, damn, do I look this pissed off when I'm DJing?
Yes. Nah.
And you know what? I'm thinking, damn, do I need to like fucking practice in the mirror while I'm DJing? Practice like my smile, look happier.
Start throwing some finger hearts out there.
I know, right? I mean,
I just think it's like, yo, you focused. It's Serato face, right?
Yeah.
That's Serato face.
Yeah.
I mean, but it was.
But you know what? That's not your fault. That's whoever posted that picture. They should have saw that picture and be like, oh, let me get another picture.
But even like that night, that's when the girls came up to me. They gave me like some shots. It was like, yo, you look upset, whatever. And I'm just like, and I've been getting that a lot recently also while I'm DJing. Just like, dude, you look so unhappy. Come on. It's like,
I feel like this year it's just been a little exhausting.
Very emotional roller coaster for us.
Yeah.
But I don't want to come off like the mad, upset, angry DJ.
But you're not. Like when you're on a mic and you're having fun.
I know.
I've seen you smile more when you spin recently.
Yeah.
I know.
Where I kind of look at you like, what's wrong with you? Like, why are you smiling so much? You happy, like, you happy motherfucker? What's wrong with you? Why are you acting like this? Like, this ain't Neva.
What happened to my Neva?
I know, man.
My Neva's gone.
I'm the same too. I got that Serato face sometimes where I'm just focused.
Yeah.
And like I always have a video or a picture of me like right in the middle of like me figuring out what to play, like the next 5 songs to play.
Yeah.
They're always capturing that moment where I'm just kind of like, you know,
never
like,
when you're smiling. It's always when you look angry as fuck.
No, but it's true. Like I feel like sometimes there's a stigma with that you have to like always be on.
Yeah. You never know when somebody gonna take your picture.
Yeah, you have to always be on and like have a smile and be dancing to every song.
Exactly, man. Yeah.
Have that Jaslyn Rich energy.
Oh my God, yeah. Even it's just incredible energy.
Yeah. Just like life is. I feel like that's almost more important sometimes than even if you kill in the club.
Yeah, exactly, man.
Like life is beautiful, literally.
Yeah.
I was actually having a conversation with somebody, and they were talking about how nightclubs are actually like designed poorly now, where the focus is on the DJ.
Yeah,
way too much,
and that a lot of the nightclubs. I think I was talking to a lighting dude who was like installing lights, and he said a lot of the nightclubs where the DJ isn't the focus actually do better. Because the crowd is focusing on the crowd,
and on the music.
That's how it used to be back in the days,
right? And he was kind of telling me that where the DJ is and the focus is should actually be a stage for like the crowd, like the crowd should just actually be the star of that, and the DJ should just be in a perimeter of the room where they can see everything.
Yep.
And he was just saying how that layout for the club actually has more of a future than the DJ being the focus.
Yeah.
Like in the long run of things.
I kind of feel the same way because like, I mean, this is taking it back a little bit too much, but like the Soul Train, like the crowd, the dancing, the music was the focus. It was not, the DJ. They didn't even show the DJ. It was just the music, the vibe that was happening.
Well, I didn't think they had a DJ. They just played played music, man.
There was somebody there. But it's true, like even like with Everyday People and MoMA, like the focus is on the people. The marketing of the parties are on the people and everyone dancing.
Yeah.
It's never really that heavily focused on the DJ.
Yeah.
And it's funny because I was like talking with a bunch of DJs. And they were coming. We just had a recent episode. We were talking about like the 1 hour sets and everything.
Yeah.
And they were like really telling me, and like they're honestly they have these anxiety attacks
Yeah.
about doing these high profile parties and setting up for like their 1 hour set because everyone's just staring at them and watching them. And I'm just kind of like, yo, like I know, like, and I know, look, these parties are dope. And I like, I'm not taking anything away from that, but the marketing also has to be about the people and the vibe. And if it's just focused on these like viral moments of the mixing, like let the DJs like kind of go there and have fun and just kind of also play music.
That's how it should be.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't have to be this like this high pressure situation of like the boiler room every time you do these parties.
And that's the thing. Every DJ that I've seen recently going viral, it's been the boiler room kind of content that they're trying to chase after, the big moment, the
viral moment.
Yo, but they stressed out.
No, they look. I mean,
Like, but I get it. It's like, you know, like, yo, this is a moment. This could turn into something bigger, or like for them in their eyes. Like
Yeah.
it's great
Yeah.
marketing. It can open up doors for more gigs or whatever.
Yeah.
But also at the same time, it's like sometimes it doesn't.
no, sometimes
You know?
it doesn't, and sometimes
Yeah.
it's more of a negative than a positive. I feel like these moments that we've seen Jazzy Jeff in the late 2000s, or the DJ AM moments, the viral moments, I think those were just organically made. It wasn't. I think they're not orchestrated made. They were not prepared. They were just like, fuck it, let's try this and go on a whim. And I think that's what DJs should more focus on. Not so much of, damn, should I go here with this and then try to record it? I think the viral moment organically is far better, like somebody recording you from the crowd opposed to somebody right behind you.
But is this like a fair observation? Like, because like, is it actually a better thing that we focus on the DJs? Is that better? Because it creates like this showcase for the DJs, or do you think it's like it takes away from the crowd? It takes away from the organic vibe of a party. I think the only thing that I've kind of noticed is that there's a 3 style element, right? And then there's this boiler room element.
Yeah.
Kind of
Where
the
there's
same.
like everyone wants to have this boiler room 3 style element,
Yes.
but it's like, to me, it looks great on like Instagram and like on a recap video or social media.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like you can't pile on those moments back to back to back in a party.
No, you can't.
No.
You know what I'm saying? And then I think something gets taken away from the actual party when someone DJs like back to back routine, setup.
Yeah.
And I just think it's almost like false advertising.
Yeah, because like if you're gonna go see that DJ, you're expecting setup, and you don't expect the down points.
Yeah, but then if you have an hour, you're like, well, I'll just do a bunch of routines and setups because that's what it looks like is working in these recap videos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When in actuality, like, you know, I feel like some of the best sets that I've heard is just really straight mixing and vibing with the crowd and selection.
Yeah.
You know, and then, you know, sometimes there's no viral moments from there to really capture because everyone's just flowing and going on.
Yeah. And this happened. Yeah.
So what is more important, a viral moment as a DJ or a memorable night as a DJ?
Well, that's the thing. I think there's a balance, right? Like it's hard. It's like you got to balance it. It's like if I had a party, the viral moments are going to get me views.
You're going to need that moment.
I'm going to need those moments to market and promote the party.
Yeah.
But what keeps the crowd coming back?
Well, I mean,
The memorable night.
Definitely, it's definitely the vibe,
The vibe and the music.
crowd and the
Yeah.
energy, which is like, I guess you can't capture that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Dude, like I just heard one of the best sets I've heard. I was in New York, and New York is different right now. I got to tell you that. We'll talk about that. I was at the Vibe magazine 30th anniversary party,
You dropped
and
some.
DJ Goldfinger was playing.
Chest.
Shout out to the whole
Goldfinger, the OG, the fucking GOAT.
The one motherfucker that lets us know when we fuck up.
Yeah. I mean, he fucking clowns on me
Our accountability partner.
weekly. He clowns on me weekly.
Yep.
But I went to go see him, and I saw the flyer he posted. And I'm like, yo, can I come through? So me and my boy went through, and it was like, if you're from New York and you were around during this time in the 2000s, Sunday nights at Lotus, there was this club in New York, Lotus, in the meatpacking district. Sunday nights was like Goldfinger's night, and he was there every week, and it was like the best 4 to 6 hours of DJing you will ever hear.
Damn.
Like I would go there on Sundays, and I would see every DJ there. Like we'd be on like the mezzanine, looking down, just hanging out, talking, and then listening to this motherfucker. And it was like class was in session. he just controlled that room. He controlled the energy, and it was just like flawlessly. It was just so like masterful. Yeah. It was just like, man, it just really inspired me and like motivated me to see someone like at the top of their game still, like quoting like new music, old music, classics. And it was just like, it was just so good. It was just so flawless. Like he does this amazing mix. I don't want to put his mixes on blast, but he played Scenario. And it was and I remember telling him this after we went and got a slice after we were talking about the night, just talking about DJing and shit. And he played the Scenario and had Busta Rhymes, and he's like, that line was like, as I come back. And then right as like Busta said, as I come back, he played Give Me Your Love. Who was that?
Sylvia Strickland.
Sylvia Strickland. Played Give Me Your Love. And it was like, as I come back, boom, dun, dun, dun. And it was just like so unpredictable, yet so perfect. Everyone just like screamed. It was just like so fucking amazing. Like,
like an urge of happiness.
It was just like the shit he was doing. I was just like floored, man. And it just like to be on the top of your game for like 20, 30 years and to still have a passion to like, we were talking about how we go through our libraries, and he was kind of showing me how he organizes his music. And it was dope. He was like organizing it by era. So like in like 5-year brackets. Because I usually organize mine in 10-year brackets. Yeah. But he was organizing it by 5-year, and I was like, damn, that's maybe a little smarter.
I want to say 5 is
right?
a little bit better.
I do 10 years also.
You do 10, but I think 5 really pinpoints.
I think so, yeah.
Because music changes every 5 years.
Yeah.
4 or 5 years.
Yeah. So I was like, I was looking at how he listed it. Yeah. I don't want to put his shit on blast, but Goldfinger, I got to let these motherfuckers know, So
He gonna DM me about this.
I just like, it's like crate snitching. What is this?
You're crate snitching. You're
like,
leaking
you're giving all my secrets
putting that shit out there, man.
He had everything in 5-year brackets. So like obviously 85 to 90 golden years. And he called 90 to 95 new renaissance. Which I thought was very like I've never heard.
That's a great name.
I never heard that.
I never heard that name.
Nah, me either.
For calling the 90 to 95 new renaissance. And then, for the life of me, I forgot the other fucking names. But he had 2000, 2005, 2010. And then it was just like the way he named these, and he separated the hip hop and the R&B, but they both had the same 5-year name titles.
Okay.
So like, in your R&B, golden era, like folder, you had, the hip hop to accompany it. One of my homies was talking shit to me because I was going through music for like 4 hours.
Yeah.
But I was looking through the same folders. And he's like, why are you looking at the same crates, looking at the same music? And it's like, I got to remind myself what's in here. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
and Goldfinger was like, I do the same shit. Like I'm literally going through music, and so I'm going through crates just to re-listen to everything and remember, this is still here. And then you start like connecting the dots and being like, oh shit, I haven't played this. This fits perfectly in with this new music. You know what I'm saying? I could throw this in. We were just talking about how like we should play gospel more, right?
Yeah.
Like we were talking about like Kirk Franklin. Like what are his bangers, right?
Yeah.
Definitely Stomp, Revolution. Oh, and then you played one I forgot.
Looking for You,
which was the
it samples Patrice Rushen.
Haven't You Heard?
Yeah.
Right. And then we were like talking about that. We were playing that record, and I was like, and we were like, what? Oh man, this would go perfect after like Cuff It. Right?
Yeah.
It's like, but those are the things, like you connect those dots, the more you go through your records, and then you like connecting the dots a little bit more.
Yeah.
Definitely.
But I never thought about dropping a gospel song, but now after we had that talk, I'm like, dude, I might try that shit, man.
It's funny because right now it's like all these genres opened up more. I went to New York, and I don't hear any EDM.
That's pretty cool.
Like
that's dope.
I hear no
hate to EDM. No hate to EDM, but
no. But I don't hear any EDM. All of these big room remixes that we hear in Vegas.
Yeah.
There's none of that shit.
All originals, I'm assuming.
All originals, like even like some of the house songs and EDM songs that we played in the early 2010s. We were playing like the remixes. We played like the Guetta remix or whatever. They just want to hear originals, And it's like it's really about unpredictability in New York. I could be wrong, but from what I was analyzing everywhere I went, it was all about unpredictability.
What you mean by that?
Unpredictability is basically like, look, if I go into like a 2000s Little John set, you'll hear me go into like Salt Shaker,
Get Low.
Get Low, and then maybe Usher. Yeah. So like when you kind of everyone kind of sticks to these like mixes of eras.
Yeah, like the little,
right.
Yeah.
Like if I go into a Snap era, like you're gonna hear Snap songs.
You're gonna hear Laffy Taffy.
Right. And you stick to these eras.
Yeah.
So in most cases they still work, but in a lot of cases they don't, and in a lot of cases it's boring because a lot of DJs tap into that.
And they do the same.
You think it's
the same
They play the
shit.
same song back to back.
Well,
back to
you're
back.
hearing an arrangement of 8 songs being played together,
Yeah.
in different orders.
Yeah.
So it becomes for the crowd that goes out maybe Friday, Saturday, they're hearing the same.
They don't want to hear that shit again.
They're hearing the same shit played the same way or similar at almost every venue because
at
DJs are
different
following
venues.
that.
Yeah.
So unpredictability goes into like, I don't know. So for example, like the biggest song right now in New York is Fiend, that new Travis Scott, with Playboi Carti. And like anything Playboi Carti in New York is like killing it.
Yeah.
Like Sky, Playboi Carti, all that shit. But Fiend is like the biggest fucking song right now. So going, this is, I actually heard this shit. Fiend going into Lenny Kravitz, Fly Away. Fly Away. And then from Lenny Kravitz, I want to get away. I want to fly away. Yeah, yeah. And then it goes into Mo Bamba. I got hoes. But they're all like, but literally the unpredictability almost trumped, like, you know what I'm saying? Like anything. It was just all about.
It just breaks the night, yeah.
Yeah, taking people out of like, oh shit.
They're not expecting to hear that shit. They're like,
Smacking them in the face with something they did not expect.
And in some cases, it almost trumped energy, where it didn't even have to match the energy. It's just like, as long as like it's not something predictable, like going from Obama to like anything in that BPM in hip hop. It's almost like if you play 2 to 3 hip hop songs in a row at certain open format bottle service clubs, it's almost like, yo, you're not doing it like that. We don't want to hear that shit. It's almost like too predictable.
I mean, but it's been like that in New York for a while, though.
It has, but there were like maybe certain venues that were doing it.
Yeah,
but now like
it's more
widespread.
More venues are doing it than before.
And the thing is this, man, it's like when you're on the West Coast, you only really have to tap into certain genres.
Yeah.
On the West Coast.
Yeah.
Right? You like if you tap into Afrobeats prime time, it's very slight.
Yeah.
You probably won't touch into too much like dembo or dance hall. You know, you'll play the usual like reggaeton.
Yeah.
And you might hear classics or you won't. Or like disco. But in New York right now, like it's just game on all genres.
Yeah.
And I'm about to say, I feel like what you're saying is, like I said before, they was doing that in New York years ago, but they was doing it like in the Lower East Side, at the bars in the Lower East Side. But now I feel like the way you're talking about this, they're doing it in like all the bigger clubs in Manhattan.
Yes.
It's all the bigger clubs.
Yeah.
And it's like, obviously all the 2000s shit like we've been talking about is hitting hard.
Yeah.
Like all these pop songs from the 2000s are hitting hard. And it's all about mixing it up with disco. Like going from Dua Lipa to like ABBA to like Donna Summers. But then going into like, you know, Bulletproof, LaRoe.
Yeah.
Like, and then going into like Technotronic, and then going to like Azealia Banks 212.
Oh, man.
And then going into
you got
like
the,
Rihanna.
And then Peggy Goo, whatever.
And Peggy Goo.
Yeah.
And then going into Taylor Swift. And then going, and it's just like, it's just so, but there's no EDM remixes. And it's just not like, there aren't these like hard hip hop sets.
No.
Really. You know what I'm saying? And it's maybe that a lot of that is saved towards the end of the night.
Yeah.
But even still, they want to hear the obscure shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, they want to hear like, you know who's kind of killing it right now? Is like, I was even shocked. I was talking with Marco Penta. He was like, yo, Young Dolph is hitting out here in New York.
I'm surprised to hear that.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, especially in New York.
Yeah. And then like Young Dolph is hitting, Preach, R&B, obviously Get Paid.
Yeah.
But also like that Quavo, all the new Quavo's hitting. Like that Quavo, like Turn Your Click Up, Dog.
Yeah, with Future.
And the other one with Takeoff, Hotel Lobby. Like all that shit is
Yo,
hitting
I'm surprised to hear that.
Yeah.
All that is getting played in New York.
Yeah. But it's like, yo, it's really interesting, man, to like be on the West and then to hear and deep dive into New York style. Because it's completely different from Vegas.
Did it kind of fuck you up coming back to the West Coast and DJing a little bit?
You know what? I talked to a lot of DJs, obviously. And I was having a conversation on how different every city is. And it's like, you know, it's just so regional. Like we keep saying it's regional, but it's even more regional.
Yeah.
Like remember when you were like a great DJ in New York or Miami and be like, yo, let's come to Vegas. It's like that Miami style or that New York style won't even necessarily work in Vegas.
No.
Because now the Vegas formula, whatever Vegas's formula is, doesn't work in all these cities.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm
I can
saying?
see that. Yeah.
That's kind
You
of
feel me, right?
Yeah.
Damn.
And it's a little weird because I was talking to someone. They're like, yo, man, I got to come to, it was a younger DJ. And he was like, yo, I want to come to Vegas. I haven't been. I want to check the scene out. I'm like, yo, it's a very, very different scene.
Yeah.
But it's like, if I'm doing like, yo, fam, in a month, I'm going to like LA, the Bay, right? I'm going to New York.
San Diego.
I'm going, San Diego. I'm doing Vegas. I'll do something on the East Coast. Like I have like Kansas City lined up. Yo, I get like fucking confused sometimes. And I get lost.
Yeah.
You can't do the same set. You got to switch it up
every week. I have to tap into like these different rooms, yo.
Yeah.
And it's like they're completely fucking different.
But back in the days, you could do the same thing. And when you go to different
there was
cities,
a more common ground.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like pop music had more of a common ground. Club music had more of a common ground, right?
Yeah.
Like a big EDM song in New York would have hit in Vegas,
Anywhere.
would have hit in Miami, and would have hit in LA.
Yeah.
Right? If anything, it would have been like this. And Never, you could tell me if I'm wrong. The song would hit in New York,
Yeah.
but a lot of EDM or house came from Miami. So
Yeah.
then it would go, like house would go from Miami to New York.
Yeah.
And then from New York, it would just start trickling to the West Coast.
West.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But typically what would happen, it was like all the club music that came from Miami, like whatever filtered through to New York would then hit to like Vegas and then hit to LA.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that was kind of the formula in the 2000s.
Yeah.
That's why like in the early 2000s, you notice they were recruiting only New York DJs. You feel me?
Yeah.
But like now it's just completely different. Like even if I DJ in LA, completely different from fucking the Bay.
Yeah.
Completely different like shit that's popping off.
Do you think that's gonna fuck up some DJs' careers because they're gonna be maybe kept away from certain cities because they can't crush?
No,
certain
I
cities?
think the DJs are just gonna learn how to fucking DJ in every
They have to adapt.
That's
to
what's
it.
happening now. It's just like we're in this transition period of like, oh shit, like this is changing. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, like this is changing. And the motherfuckers who can adapt are the ones who are gonna master it and get really good at it. Like that young DJ that I was talking to, I'm getting like, I'm getting a little frustrated, like, oh man, I gotta rearrange my crates. Because my crates were arranged for a certain room, and I usually had similar rooms.
Yeah.
But like last 2-3 years, I've been working on my crates for 2-3 years to streamline all these gigs, and I still haven't mastered it.
Yeah,
But
you were doing down to the fucking year, I remember, and then you're like, oh, I'm over this fucking shit, and you changed.
I was
the
doing down
ways.
to the year,
Yeah.
and I noticed that a lot of DJs, and you can tell me if I'm wrong, but in the last 3 years or 4 years, you guys are creating crates more for the venues.
That's
so
what
you'll
I
have
do.
a venue
Yeah.
crate,
Exactly. Yeah.
That's what I do. Yeah.
right?
That's what I have right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you guys are focusing literally on venues
Yep.
where you don't have a crate of hip hop, R&B.
I mean, I might have
dancehall
that
and
crate, but like I said,
But you have that. But in addition, you need to focus.
on the room I'm doing.
Right.
Yeah.
Because every room is different. Like
Right.
even the crowd that it brings.
Yeah.
So like I'm looking at motherfuckers' crates, and it's more like venues. Like I'll see the venues that they're doing. So they'll be like, like I was looking at my homie's crate, like had R&B and ribs, had a different club in another city and a different.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, these motherfuckers are just literally focusing on every fucking thing.
Yeah.
But DJs, they're just gonna start getting better at it. And
Which is a fun task, by the way. I enjoy doing that shit. Actually, trying to figure out a room is pretty fun, but it does get a little anxiety and a little fucking crazy.
my thing is like there has to, my approach to it though, it's kind of like you don't want to feed in too much of what the city is used to. It's kind of like
In a way.
you want to balance it. Like if I'm in the Bay and I'm playing all the hyphy Bay Area shit that they're used to, that's dope. But how do I throw in and take the chance
Or
and
playing
throw in
some shit that's not Bay Area related,
or that's like maybe that represents me a little bit more.
Yeah.
And taking the risk of me even losing the crowd for a second and then bringing them back.
Showing your personality more.
Yeah. And that's really what it comes down to, is really just taking that risk.
Yeah.
Of like showing like yourself.
Yeah.
Which is something that I feel like maybe DJs in my generation have a harder time doing. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah,
I don't think so. I seen you guys do it, and you guys do really well, where you guys show off what you guys are capable of doing, opposed to playing the regular schmegular, set list that everybody expects for you to play. Like, I've heard you play, not just because we're my good friends, but I've heard you play shit that I'm like, oh fuck, I forgot about those records. I forgot about this record. Drake records from the 2010s, early 2010s. And you were telling me that you brought a Young Thug set, and I was like, wow, I forgot about Young Thug's hits at that time.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, I think you guys show off your personality in that way.
I think it's a confidence thing because I'm built to read the room and put the room first.
And you're not afraid of being booed or looked at crazy because you know how to recover quick.
Yeah, but even still, like,
I mean, I had a bad experience this weekend.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I had the room going. Flavor Flav was in the building.
Yeah.
He came. His people was like, "Yo, can you play some
Flavor Flav?
Can you play some Public Enemy?" And I'm just thinking to myself, "Yo, this crowd don't want to hear Public Enemy."
right.
But then Flav came to the booth, and I was just like, "You know what, man? I'm gonna play some Public Enemy." So I played what did I play?
Terminator X.
Fight the Power.
Yeah.
Good song.
Damn, it took you that long?
The room, the room. No, I'm about to say, don't believe the hype, but Fight the Power. The room, the dance floor cleared. People stopped dancing, and I'm just like, fuck, I lost the crowd. And I was like trying to bring the crowd back.
Yeah.
I couldn't bring it back right away. It was just that one song that fucked up my whole fucking night.
Oh, you couldn't recover?
I couldn't recover.
Did you announce that it was Flavor Flav?
Yeah, I did.
Wow.
And I played the song, people just stopped dancing. I'm just like,
Really?
yeah.
Did he get on the mic?
He didn't get on the mic. No.
Yeah,
You
that's
should have had him get on the mic.
Yeah.
No, man, yeah.
like, sell the fucking song.
know,
Like,
man.
sell the moment. Like, don't
But I'm
fucking
just like, yo, we got Flavor Flav in the building. And they were like going, yeah. And then I played Fight the Power, and it's just like,
at least
the dance floor part of like the Red Sea. It's just like,
Wait.
fuck, man.
So I do this a lot, right? Like, I don't think that was your fault.
no, it's not his fault.
But when you look back, I do this to myself. I self-analyze decisions that I make, right?
Yeah.
Could there have been another Public Enemy song that would have worked?
I was thinking the same thing.
Right.
I don't know, man. Like I said, I
don't
feel like
think
that's
so.
their biggest song that everybody knows, Fight the Power.
At least
wait,
he should
wait.
have gave you like a yeah, boy. He's
Like, you can't play 911 as a joke.
No.
No one's going to get that shit, right?
Not at all, man.
But you could play, but what about Can't Do Nothing For You, Man?
People don't even know that
They
one.
don't know that.
No.
There's no way he could have
there's
recovered.
no Public Enemy song.
Unless
No. We're not looking. We got to look.
I mean, look, but
Dude, I thought about it before I dropped the song. I was going through all my Public Enemy songs. I'm like, which is going to work? Which is going to work? I'm like,
Spotify.
Fight
You were like, Fight the Power?
Fight the Power going to work.
But that's what I'm saying. Like,
That sounded angry as fuck.
I don't know, man.
You should have played Bum Rush the Show.
but there's no real like digestible. There's no real digestible Public Enemy song at a club that you can kind of digest. Everything's so empowering and kind of hitting you in the
know,
face.
man.
It's kind of hard, Paul.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, but he should have gone to Mike and kind of helped you out a little bit.
I mean-
he fucked up.
Maybe shut him down?
Huh?
Maybe shut him down?
No.
Can't Trust It. Can't Trust It has a more like
You know what?
danceable beat.
Okay, that's maybe I could have played that one.
Can't Trust It has
That's
a more danceable
close,
beat.
yeah.
Because even if you don't know Can't Trust It, you're like, this is funky. Like,
Because
this- And it's at a BPM that's kind of like head boppy.
yeah, that's true. Yeah,
Damn. So when you played Fight the Power, in your head, were you like, I have to immediately get out of this?
Yeah.
What was your get out of it song?
I have to. I have my laptop with me, but I have to think about. I forgot what it was, but it wasn't. It didn't work. Whatever I played, it was just like.
I would have played DMX.
But it was kind of late already. So, but it was just like. Fuck. I had the room going, but then as soon as I dropped that Public
Dude,
Enemy,
I hate those nights because like I can't go to sleep. It'll haunt me.
yeah, because you feel like
It'll haunt me.
no, exactly. It was bothering me the whole time. It was just like, fuck,
yeah,
man.
it bothers me because then I would like be like obsessing about what everything else I could have done.
Yeah,
to like not
that happened
make
to
it
me
happen.
Sunday. Yeah,
Yeah. Well, how did Flavor Flav feel? Imagine if he left too. He's like, oh,
He's like,
Nah, he was hanging out. He was having a good time.
time
man.
is done here.
I think Chuck D was there also.
really?
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh
Cause
shit.
they did R.O.A.D. They did the concert.
They
at
should have
T-Mobile.
helped you out. They should have helped you out a
Oh,
little.
you know what song may have hit that?
What?
He's got Game song. Remember that?
No.
That shit
with
made it, yo.
with the Lou Reed beat.
Yeah. Yo, when he told me this, when he started the story, I 100% thought he was going to tell me Fight the Power made the room erupt and they went wild, yo.
That would have been, I was expecting
I was
that.
wishing, man, but
You need a fuck, man. You need you need a mashup with Flavor Flav on.
I got to think of something. Yeah, I got to put something together.
The Fight the Power Jersey Club remix.
Oh, the Bad Bunny remix? Or the Thong
Oh,
remix?
Bad Bunny and Public Enemy.
Say, something, man.
Yo,
Something
those
to
are
get you-
rough, man.
Yeah.
You know, like, man, like for a couple weekends, I just had like rough gigs.
Oh, yeah.
It was just been rough.
What you mean, like how?
It's just been like, you know, like you go in and you're like, oh, it's going to be slow tonight. So then you really have to keep people there.
Yeah.
And then it's just like, and then sometimes not everything's hitting,
Yeah.
or like,
You're trying to figure it out, it's just not working.
or sometimes it's hitting, and like you said, like one song makes everyone stop, and you thought you had them,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like back in the day when there was a little, I feel like maybe there was a little more trust with the DJ.
Like
After a certain point, after a certain point,
After a certain point, like we're eye to eye. It's almost like I'm on a date.
yeah,
And we had
yeah.
a great dinner. We go get dessert or we go to a bar and it's going great. And then all of a sudden, I don't know, I say something like, hey, you want to go to a club? And then they're just like, are you crazy? And then they just leave.
and that's the end of the day.
And that's the end of the date.
Yeah.
or you just order something back. Yeah.
Like, cut me some slack.
I know, yeah.
Like, you know, like
Work with me. you
work
know?
with me a little bit. Like we're here. Just give me a little
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
But I feel like some of these crowds were
It's
just
like, oh, you like blue
very.
cheese?
You know what? And that's what I loved about DJ AM. He would play wherever the fuck he would play, and the people would keep going. They wouldn't leave or nothing. Like I remember he dropped the LL Cool J album track from Bigger and Deffer, and I was like, wow, he's playing this shit. And it worked. People was like, oh, they didn't even know the song, but it was like because it was AM dropping it. It was just like, yo, this-
Because there's that celebrity element, though.
Yeah.
You know, like when there's that celebrity element, people are there for the spectacle of it, and they'll stay and stick
Yeah.
around for the whole spectacle.
I mean, why would you leave though? Like you're already fucking there, but still.
this reminds me of a tweet. Like it was tweeted recently from our homie DJ Kaz in Miami.
Shouts to Kaz.
It's a great tweet. He said, "With throwbacks being in, sometimes you feel like you can do more than you think, and you have a dated moment, like when you would play Jim Jones' Stay Fly. You know, we stay balling,
Ballin'.
and you saw the crowd didn't do the balling part."
Panic.
And he said, yesterday it happened with a Lil Wayne set. Hustler music didn't go off.
Oh, come on, Cass. That's kind of.
But
I love that song. And I wouldn't be like, yo.
I know, man. You reach with that one, man.
That was a hard one, bro. If you were still a Millie, I would have been with you. But hustling music is just not it.
Yeah,
that
was
kind of fucked up Lil Wayne's career a little bit when he started wearing Bape all head to toe in that video.
Yeah, and there's certain comments that, like, you know, really was like, you learn quickly when you think they rocking with you, then realize they only know certain songs that are popular on socials since they weren't there during the era. Very humbling.
Yeah.
That's what I've been noticing. And I've been like talking with Neva about this because we're fixed into doing these sets
Yeah.
from eras.
Yeah.
Right? Like I talked about unpredictability.
Yeah.
Where we're fixed on doing these sets. So if we do like an 80s, you know, classics R&B set,
Rendition, yeah.
we do like 3 to 4 or 5 songs sometimes.
Yeah.
But yo, like the youth only knows one of them or 2 of them.
And you think because they know the first two, they're gonna rock.
They're
with
gonna
three
know
and four and five.
all the songs, but they don't.
Well, like in the 2000s and even the 90s and even early 2010s, if there were certain songs that gave me like a green light to be like, oh, if they know this,
Go deeper.
they must know this.
Yeah.
And then you could kind of go deeper and you could go more left.
keep going. Yeah.
But now that's not the case for any of his shit.
I think you could only do that with mid 2000s records. I don't think you could do that with a lot of other records.
You're right.
Yeah.
Because
That's a great observation.
Yeah, because that's the only one genre that I can go fucking crazy left and they're still with me. But if I do that for, I don't know, another genre, they're like,
But that goes back to the unpredictability where you're really just taking all of these hits that, you know, that people know from social media and you're like putting them all together.
you're basically
That's
like,
why it's so like scattered where it's just like, you know, oh, like My Boo. I remember My Boo from the shuffle. What was that challenge?
The
The dance, the
yeah.
dance, yeah.
Shuffle challenge. And then do you remember like Forget Me Nots? because of that social media era.
Yeah.
And they like Gimme or R.O.A.D, like that was another social media movement.
We basically have become people's playlists that they have on Spotify and Apple Music. We become that, but when they want to hear it outside in the big speakers in the moment with they're having drinks with their friends.
And there's no rhyme or reason.
There's no rhyme or reason. It's like, I want you to play like the craziest shit that's on my playlist. It's like just having all the favorite artists in one room, and it's like, you sing now, you sing now, you sing now, and it's like
karaoke.
Yeah, it's like karaoke. You become that.
Yeah.
I've learned how to manage that in some of the rooms that I'm in, because I'm like, okay, this is what is going on. The unpredictability has come into play, where it's no longer, hey, you got to play these 10 big records, and that's going to certify if you're a good DJ or not. Now it's like, how do you keep these people here playing the obscure shit that they like?
It's funny. It reminds me of that scene in Demolition Man. Remember that movie with Sylvester Stallone
and Wesley Snipes?
Wesley Snipes.
Yeah.
When like they're listening to like commercial show tunes.
Yeah.
Remember, like they like, it was like the end of the world, and the only thing that survived the music were commercial songs from commercials, and they're listening to like commercial songs on the radio, and like motherfuckers, and they're like, remember Sandra Bullock was singing, and they were just like singing hot dogs or some shit, famous hot dogs, and Sylvester's looking at them like, yo, like they're really listening to this shit.
Yeah.
Some of this shit that translates to like into social media and it gets like absorbed into the club, I look at it, I'm like, that song was like never even a hit.
No.
Nah.
And I'm fucking playing this.
I know.
I mean, it goes back to what Jocelyn Rich said about her party, Nostalgia. She says that she's playing intro tunes from shows and they're going off. Like she's playing like The Office, like those intro songs that you just...
That's like a Demolition Man moment for
Yeah,
me.
so
Like,
it's one of those things where you're like, you don't expect that to go over so well. Like you just don't expect that shit. I seen that shit maybe 5-6 years. I seen that like 5-6 years ago when I saw one of my homies, DJ Yultron. He was doing a thing, and then he dropped the Office theme song, and the fucking crowd just went bananas.
Yeah, shout to Yultron.
Yeah,
You know what I used to drop? The theme from Good Times.
Oh,
In the middle of a set.
that's good.
That and Sanford and Son.
We also got to give props to Stone Rock.
I was gonna say Stone used to do something like that, right?
Yeah.
Stone Rock would play like, I don't know, like all these like fucking weird TV shows.
Yeah, he used
like
to-
the
yeah.
A-Team or something. I
Yeah.
don't know what the fuck he would play.
That's a Stone.
Yeah.
I remember he told me some of the greatest advice he told me early on in my DJ career. He said, and it's something along the lines of what you guys just said. He's like, I just want to have the crowd so much on my side that my goal tonight is drop a Whitney Houston song, I Will Always Love You, and it's going to go through the roof. And that was his goal of the night. And then when I saw him drop that, the fucking crowd went bananas. I'm like, yeah, they're trusting in him at this point. He could go anywhere, play fucking any show tune that he wants, and he's going to fucking go off.
Wait, weren't you just telling me that like you started playing R. Kelly in the club?
Well, I've been getting requested a lot of R. Kelly recently, and specifically like 5
Yeah, but
songs.
who's requesting it though?
If you want me to be
It's
specific,
not, like, is it white people? Is it Asian people? Is
It's
it black people?
across the fucking board.
Everybody.
Everybody,
Even white people.
white people, black folks, brown.
I mean, white people that
everybody.
didn't give a fuck.
I know.
It's kind of like, yeah, they went through one ear and out the other for them.
During the whole scandal, like of everything with R. Kelly, like white people have been consistently dancing to Ignition Remix.
Yes.
They don't give a fuck.
So the 5 records, the 5 records that have been getting really requested is Ignition, the remix, which
Of course.
is obvious. Step in the Name of Love. Same Girl with Usher.
I've never played that
Interesting.
one.
That's like I mean, that was a big record. Same girl
I've never played it though in the clubs.
in the clubs. No,
Yeah.
like
That's
I'm
surprised. That was a huge song, yeah.
yo, you know, it's a record I low key miss. Like, and I used to play it at the end of the night.
It's R. Kelly?
Yeah, R. Kelly.
Hotel?
No,
Wait, Cassidy.
feeling on your booty. Remember?
Oh man.
Remember? That was such a huge record. Feeling on your booty. That was like the biggest record at the end of the night. When you ended with that shit,
I never ended it with that,
Really?
but I did like that song though.
that was
the
like
shit,
the
though.
I don't want to make you feel bad. I wasn't DJing at that time.
I know, but that was the when "Feeling on Your Booty" came out. That was the shit to end the night with, and everyone's like, "Yo," that was like the closer for all the homies to be like, "Yo,
Feeling on
it's
your
time to
booty.
close this shit."
I mean, it's a good.
It was like the only time, like that motherfuckers could kind of low key just start getting down and
busy,
dirty
a little
and start
busy.
feeling on some actual booty,
You know,
like that.
It's that time. It's like after after dark, BT.
Yeah.
No, yeah, those 4 songs particularly, and also I got a crazy compliment. I usually play Fiesta remix with Jay-Z and R. Kelly, but I take it out right after pause. I take the song.
Hey, yo.
That was crazy. I changed the song right after Jay-Z's done with his verse.
For sure.
I fucked up and I let the song keep playing. I forgot what I was doing, and I let the song play. And then a couple, black couple, comes up to me afterwards, and they're like, "Yo, we from Chicago. Just want to tell you that you're the first DJ in a long time to play some R. Kelly, so we appreciate that." And I was like, "Holy shit!"
You know what's funny? I forgot. Recently, I ended my night playing R. Kelly. Your Body's Calling.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
That's a crazy one. That's
no, you crazy. What made you do that?
I know, but people was loving it though. They was like, "Oh shit."
Nah, there's some records that I'm okay with, but some of these records, like, what were you talking about? Feeling on Your Booty's one. Well, whose booty are you talking about?
Nah, don't say it like that. Why you got to take it there?
I mean, it's the same. It's the same shit as my mind's telling me no, but my body's telling me yes.
All right, that's
a real fucking record that you should not be playing. But Ignition the remix, Step in the Name of Love, Hotel, same girl. I get it.
Damn, man. Like, when do you think it's the day is coming soon, or R. Kelly is just gonna be?
I think so. It's going to happen.
Can you imagine the response, the eruption of the crowd when you start playing Ignition remix?
You want to go for a viral
it's
moment?
Happen.
When you start playing an Ignition remix again? That response never ended, bro.
No,
never until the scandal. I remember I fucked up. I was in. And I played Ignition remix, and
what happened?
They pulled me.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
but this is when the documentary came out.
This is
years ago.
Yeah, this was like when I was just like, it was like kind of
right.
it was starting to bubble a little bit more.
And it's not because you sucked; it's just because you play this one song.
I played that one song, and then it was just like, and the thing is, that people were dancing. I think it was more the promoters were like, "Nah, you got like,
you gotta get out. You gotta come on, son.
Yeah.
Get your stuff. Let's go."
That's it, man.
And that's when I was like, I literally after that night, I couldn't even sleep. I was like, yo, I'm not playing R. Kelly. Like, I just took all that shit out of the folder. I'm like, I'm never playing that shit.
I don't know, man. Same Girl's a good record. Usher's on it. Usher's having a big comeback right now.
Usher's doing the Super Bowl. That's crazy.
Yeah. How y'all feel about that?
Here, I'm so hyped. I'm so hype.
I think it's like the perfect uphill trajectory of his Las Vegas residency. Like, just becoming one of the great shows in Las Vegas. It's becoming like, Usher at Park MGM, right?
Yeah.
And then the after party On the Record. I feel like it's the perfect combination of that going viral, people going to the shows,
the Keke Palmer stuff.
Keke Palmer, Saweetie.
You know what's funny?
They're just going across the street.
It all led to the Super Bowl, and it makes complete sense here in Las Vegas.
But you know what? It took me a while to realize that, because at first I was thinking to myself, damn, they should have got somebody else, like a Taylor Swift.
I don't want to
or Drake.
That.
But then, like, I thought about it, and like you said, Usher has a residency in Vegas. He has his show here. Does his after party.
He was already here.
It made so many viral moments already. So it's a natural thing that you have Usher do the Las Vegas Super Bowl. So
I feel like there's like certain artists and celebrities that become the face of Las Vegas. Like, remember when Holly Madison became like a face of Las Vegas?
Yeah, for a minute.
Yeah. And then like Carrot Top was like the face of Las Vegas.
Chris Angel.
Chris Angel was like the face of Las Vegas. And even at one point, like Little John was like the face of Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Like Turn Down for What? All his records, like it was like the perfect combination for Little John.
Yeah.
And I feel like Usher is becoming like the next face of
He's
Las
the face
Vegas.
of Vegas, yeah. So
like, so it makes sense.
And it's not dissing Usher like he's not gonna do a good show, because he's gonna do a fucking great show. I think it's gonna be one of the best. Yeah. So.
Yeah. I mean,
and then Jermaine Dupri's probably helping him out. That's gonna be crazy.
That's a great. I wish I could just text Jermaine like, yo, what you got planned for the Super Bowl?
Friend of the show,
Jermaine. Yo, Jermaine, what you got planned for the Super Bowl? What you got popping?
Yeah, because you have because you have Jermaine Dupri as a cheat code. For you, it's a wrap.
Yo, fam, I would love to see Jermaine Dupri on roller skates, just like skating out during the show.
You know what
this is? Fucking amazing, yo.
So deaf, yeah.
Oh man, like
that's gonna be dope though.
Wait, you seen the Usher show, right?
Yeah.
How long was the Usher show?
Usher show was like an hour and
$1.30.
$1.30.
So you have to condense that show into 10 minutes.
But it was just non-fucking stop. nonstop.
And what songs do you do for Usher?
The big
It's
the
gonna
big
be
one at the end.
It's going.
What's gonna be the big finisher?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has to be the finisher.
Definitely, man.
That's his biggest song, huh?
Yeah.
Nothing bigger than that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pause.
Oh my God is probably going to be in there. Big,
Definitely the
anthem.
EDM phrase is gonna be there.
Yeah, all the good stuff is probably going to be there. But I hope to hear some R&B shit, like some of them slow tunes.
I mean, when
He gonna do Confessions.
when Confessions drops,
He's gonna do
like
that.
at his Vegas show, when Confessions drops, like everyone's heart stops.
Yeah.
It's just the way that it goes.
Oh man, that's
And
gonna
that's
happen.
all Jermaine Dupri, baby.
Yo,
So you think
fam,
he's gonna bring out any guests?
There's
do you
so many
bring
guests he
out?
could bring out, I think.
I would bring out Mariah Carey.
No, but Mariah Carey wouldn't come out.
I know she ain't coming out for
Alicia
Usher.
Keys coming out maybe for
I
my
would say
boo.
Alicia Keys. Yeah.
That'd be
my
pretty
boo.
good.
Yeah. I was gonna say that new song he just put out with Summer Walker and
Yeah, it's too slow. Bro, you talking about anthems here. We got to play the anthems.
all right.
I think Ludacris might come out because he's in
Pitbull.
Pitbull, Mr. 305.
You know what? Diddy might come out, right? There's a couple tracks with Diddy, no? A couple
Nah,
remixes?
I don't think so.
No?
Not really. Nah.
Need a
Unless
girl?
I do, I need a girl.
He has
girl.
He has bigger hits with Jermaine, bro.
How about the joint what he did with Love in the Club with T.I. and Jeezy?
Yeah. I could see
In
that.
the club.
I could see that.
They're gonna bring Atlanta
The
out.
question is if that's the question.
They're gonna bring Atlanta out.
This is
Yeah,
the question-
exactly. Yeah, Atlanta's coming out.
No, this
support.
is the question I'm wondering. Is this going to be the Atlanta show that didn't happen in Atlanta?
Yes.
I think so.
Do you
And
understand
Jermaine
what I'm saying?
Dupri's in it, bro.
I think so. Yeah.
Like, is this going to be the Atlanta show that didn't happen in Atlanta, but it's going to happen in Vegas?
Let's just think. Look, he has
can see
Ludacris,
that.
Little John, Jermaine Dupri.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
top heaters. Top.
Got Luda. Yeah, Luda's coming out.
That's 3 hits already, and we haven't even passed 2 songs.
That's interesting, though. That's interesting to see.
yeah.
Like this conversation reminds me of, I just saw this shit on Instagram where like Pharrell's at a dinner with Timbaland, and they're like, they're like kind of complimenting each other, like, yo.
I saw that. Yeah.
King
And
Timbaland.
they were like having a conversation on who had the bigger hits with Jay-Z. And Pharrell was like, yo, Tim, you got the bigger hits. He was like, dirt off your shoulder, come on, dirt off your shoulder. And then Tim was like, I feel like Tim couldn't remember no Pharrell Neptune song.
Just Wanna Love You.
So he was like just being like, yo, no, you do it. Man, you got too many hits. You got too many hits. Like they were being really nice to each other. But then I was thinking like, who really got the hits with Jay-Z? Like who's the mastermind producer?
I would say Timbaland.
You think, yeah. Because
Yeah.
nothing, they mentioned Dirt Off Your Shoulder, but Dirt Off Your Shoulder doesn't even touch
Big Pimpin'?
Big Pimpin'.
No, not at all.
Big Pimpin' was a monster.
Yeah.
The video was a monster.
And that beat was so different.
It was different.
When it first came out. Because I remember not liking that song. I was just like, this shit is horrible.
I would even say it solidified like down south bounce
Yeah. Yep.
in New York and like maybe globally. Jay-Z definitely attempted to be the first like East Coast New York rapper on a bounce track when he did
Juvenile.
Jigga what? Jigga
Oh,
who?
Jigga-
Yeah.
Remember? Because when he did that, it was like, yo, we never heard an East Coast motherfucker do that. Well, actually, I could be wrong.
I don't think so.
Maybe Biggie on the Bone Thugs, but that's Bone Thugs is Cleveland.
That was, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's not. Yeah, that's not. So.
Yeah, no. Because like, yo, New York rappers usually, typically, they didn't change their flow and like hop on like other cities or other states' music, like their genres. So when like Biggie was hopping on that thuggish ruggish style,
Yeah.
like when Jay-Z was doing the down south flow with Jigga what, Jigga who,
Yeah.
and then with Big Pimpin', it was like solidified. Like, nah, this is a new tempo that everyone needs to know how to rhyme on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's not just gonna be 90, 100 BPM shit no more.
I know. I feel like Jay-Z's like one of the first rappers to rap with MCs outside of New York.
Like Southern rappers. Yeah.
Like Southern rappers. Like he did back in '96, he did a song with Silk the Shocker and Master P.
Damn.
Called We Know What We About.
Yeah, but was the Juvenile remix that
The Juvenile remix came out after that.
Oh wow.
That was like in 90, I'm going to say 98.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, and Jay-Z kind of coined that bounce sound really well. Like, I don't think anybody else kind of took it the way he did. 'Cause,
Well,
I
yeah.
mean, what's the biggest bounce record ever? Would you say it's Big Pimpin'?
I mean, the thing with Big Pimpin', it was just that solidified that this music can cross over, and that it also made rappers be like, "Yo, I want to flow on something like that," because it was
Yeah.
like, let me see, like now you ain't nice if you can't flow on a down south beat.
Yes.
If
Yeah,
you can't,
exactly, man.
If you can't rhyme on this bounce shit, like then you're not really you're not the best.
You're not a dope rapper.
And so when Jay was on Big Pimpin' and Jigga Who, Jigga What, it was his way of being like, yo, I'm the best. Because even I'm flowing on this like on this down south shit, and y'all motherfuckers can't do that.
And
shit.
he owned the Bounce records. He did not sound out of pocket or out of place. And then, I mean, remember that viral clip that went about when he went to go visit Timbaland in the studio when he was doing the Black album? He's like, man, you ain't got the bounce. Come on, bro. I want the bounce. And then he played him Third Off Your Shoulders.
But yo, what's the biggest Neptune's Jay-Z track?
I just want
to love you.
I just want to love you.
Yeah.
It's like there's
nothing really.
No, excuse me, miss.
I mean, Change Clothes. You want to
part 1 and 2, part 1 and part 2.
They definitely hit like the grown and sexy side of Jay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But they didn't have no club bangers, right?
No, I mean not even
really.
club bangers, but any bangers really. They didn't really have any.
One of my favorites is still "Fuck All Night." That was like,
But you can be. I mean, that
night.
was like a late night or early night record.
Yeah, it was definitely an early night record.
Yeah.
But that's not a hit.
And then we're forgetting, Timbaland did all of Holy Grail. That's all. Like, he has some good hits on there.
He did Suit and Tie. I don't know if I want to include that as a great Jay-Z record, but
I mean, that was more Justin Timberlake.
but yeah, Holy Grail, he did that.
So wait. So with Timbaland's on top with Big Pimpin'.
Yeah.
Will we say Big Pimpin'?
Yeah, I'm gonna say
With
that.
Timbaland on top, is there any other producers that would trump Timbaland
With Jay-Z?
and knock him off the top with Big Pimpin'?
Just Blaze.
Just Blaze with PSA.
PSA.
You
Yes,
been-
Not only PSA.
You know, he has more than PSA.
Yeah, he got more than that.
Yeah, I think
What
no
we
one's
do-
touched
all right, you think he out Trump Kanye?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like Just Blaze trumps Kanye.
by a long shot, too.
Not a long shot.
I wouldn't say a long shot.
I say a
man.
long shot.
Wait, who would you put up first with the best producer?
Between those four,
Premier is up there too, though.
Not
Premier got some shit.
Not the caliber of we speaking about.
Not the crossover shit.
No,
but
it's
he has-
different, yeah.
He has some shit.
you can say the same thing about Ski.
Ski, man. That's one of my That's one of my favorite producers of all time.
Yeah.
For real.
Nah, come on, bro. You cannot be Just Blaze. Girls. You don't know Song Cry.
You don't know, it's crazy,
Bro, Streets is talking. Come on, bro. You can't.
No,
I don't know about the girls.
Streets is talking to
and,
Ski.
and
Streets is talking to Ski.
Yeah, that was Ski.
That's definitely Ski. Yeah, Ski.
It says produced by Just Blaze.
No,
I don't know.
because we just heard hip hop. Hip hop told the story about that.
He was still messing with Ski when that came out. He wasn't doing Just Blaze wasn't even.
That's
popular.
what it says on.
No, that's
Spotify.
wrong. That's wrong.
That's what it says on Spotify.
No. That's wrong. Ski did that joint because hip hop just told us a story about how he found a sample and Ski chopped it up for Streets is Watching on hip hop's episode.
Yeah, I don't know. That's what Spotify said. They got it wrong. then.
wrong. That's wrong.
Spotify is wrong, man.
Spotify is wrong.
Yeah, 100%. I think Ski was
Show me what you got.
Yeah, Show Me What You Got is a great record. I feel like Ski really tapped into like Jay-Z's like street side.
Yeah,
He really was able to tap into that street side.
the deep
Yeah.
side for
Yep.
sure.
Even like Who You With was crazy.
Yeah,
Like,
that's why I'm surprised he didn't work with Ski more often after like the first two.
Because he had to go
albums.
commercial, bro. That shit wasn't gonna pop him off. He had to go mad commercial.
It's weird. Like I would love, like, remember there's that big conversation that said like when Jay was working on a Black album and he got a beat tape from Premier.
Yeah,
That's why there's no Premier tracks on the Black album because there was nothing.
I know.
There was
Commercialized.
nothing good enough, or I don't know if it sounded dated. I just want to like hear, like
What was in the
what
tape?
was on those tapes. Like I bet you Ski sent some shit in. Swiss probably sent some shit in.
Probably Clark Kent.
All these motherfuckers probably sent some shit in, and I kind of want to hear like the beats. Like I would love
know,
like
man.
a compilation album or something that has all the beats that were rejected for the Black album.
I know, man.
I feel like Ski would have had some shit on there.
Yeah. But the same thing happened with Premier and Biggie. Like Premier submitted like some tracks for Life After Death,
Yeah.
and they wasn't feeling it.
Yeah, I heard Diddy said
Puffy
that.
told him, "No, you got to do this shit over, man. You got to come back stronger." And that's when he came back with the 10 Crack Commandments and dun, 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 dun,
Yeah.
dun.
Kicking the door.
Kicking the door. Yeah,
Yeah.
Came with those two, and it was like, "All right, perfect. You got it."
Yeah, I gotta crown Just Blaze though. Just Blaze gotta be the Jay-Z.
One day when we get Premier on, maybe we can ask him.
I know, man.
Maybe. Oh man.
Show us the beat tape. That
Wait, then you said we had when
We might be able to have. We might be able to
I'm
have
looking
Ski.
forward to that one.
On our New York trip. You know,
Coming up, by the way.
yeah. I have more. I don't want to say.
We don't want to say anything.
I don't want to jinx anything.
We don't wanna
Like,
pop
I feel like you just jinxed the shit. But like, I want to put it out in the like. I don't want to put it out in the universe yet. I want to,
wait till November.
Yeah.
Wait till November.
But I really feel like you jinxed us, Neva.
Oh, man, don't say that, man.
You see what you did? You see what you did?
I bring good luck, man. Come on. I don't jinx more shit, man.
You are the luckiest motherfucker I know.
Yeah, definitely.
You for real. You are the luckiest motherfucker.
Everything works out for
like when the end of the world comes. Like I'm just gonna I have to make sure Neva is just rolling with us, no matter what.
He gonna be a
even if he's not like pulling his weight.
No, we gotta help him out.
I'm not good luck charm. Nah,
Yeah.
I'm helping y'all.
What is it? The lucky rabbit foot you are.
When there's like catastrophes,
Hold on to Neva.
like Neva somehow just survives. Like he just like skates through.
Yeah, like it misses him.
Now you're jinxing me, man. Y'all put it out there that
And you know how
He got it too
superstitious he is. You know how superstitious he is. He's like,
Ungrazed. Now remember we were talking about like just getting like over drinking and getting overly fucked up.
Yeah.
Neva's a dude that's like never thrown up.
No.
matter how drunk he's gotten, right?
No.
You've never thrown up.
He's falling asleep.
I haven't.
Quicker
Nah.
than he's thrown up.
Oh, he's falling asleep like a
I would
motherfucker.
definitely fall asleep, but throwing up,
like mid lap dance, fall asleep.
You like this, daddy?
No, like I was like we at a strip club, and then someone's like, "Excuse me, he's sleeping. Do you want me to keep dancing?" And then I was like, and
then be like, yeah, keep going.
And then I'm like, yo, and I wake Neva up. I'm like, yo. He's like, oh. And I'm like, yeah, keep dancing. I just throw like some 20s. She keep dancing. And then I'm saying, he fell asleep again. You want to keep dancing? Let me give y'all one to dance. And we're like, no. Just keep dancing, fam. Just let him sleep.
Slumped over.
Hey,
The relaxation. You had a long night. Motherfuckers DJing for 6 hours. Just let him
man.
Let him live.
Stop rubbing his feet, by the way.
I'm like, feed him some chicken fingers and fries or some shit.
Bring the lemon pepper wings.
And Neva will like eat while he's sleeping. He'll
It's like a little hamster.
I'm guilty of that. Yeah,
Yeah, he doesn't throw up. I've never seen him throw up.
Never.
I never throw up. Nah,
Really? Never?
nope.
And he's really Frank the Tank of the crew.
Nah, I don't. Nah,
He's Frank the
knock
Tank
on
of the
wood.
crew.
Yeah.
How do you know when to stop? Do you know like
Do you
when
reach a certain point?
Do you know like because I've never seen you be like, yo, I had enough. You kind of just keep going. Like
know.
you and Eddie are kind of you and Eddie McDonald, like
Frank the Tank.
I don't know,
Yo,
man.
they were Frank the Tank.
Military.
And like I don't know, like Dwayne the Tank and Frank the Tank was never an Eddie.
Oh man,
You guys kept going.
we used to go on fucking 3-day benders.
Yo,
Okay, let's
keep going. Remember your New Year's Eve story? That's the craziest story I ever heard
Oh
in my
man,
life.
yeah.
What happened?
It's like anything. It was like worse than fucking what's that movie? The Hangover.
Yeah.
it was worse than that. It was like
The hangovers after you guys.
It was pretty bad. Yeah,
I think that's when I kind of like maybe had first moved. Like I was moved to Vegas or something, and then you told me that story, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
Nah,
Like,
bro.
You want to hear the story?
yeah.
Tell us.
Wait, you didn't tell us the story on your episode, did you?
I don't know. Did I?
No. I would
keep going,
remember that. Yeah, go
Okay,
ahead.
so I came out here for New Year's Eve. This is before I moved out here.
What year was this? You think?
2002.
2002.
Yeah.
New Year's Eve of 2002, going into 2003.
Yeah.
So I DJ'd out here. I was here that weekend. I DJ at Light at the Bellagio. So it was New Year's Eve. After the gig, one of the waitresses was like, "Yo, come on, let's hang out. Let's do after hours."
Yeah.
Nice.
I mean, you were like, "No, I got to get back. I got to."
No, I was like, yeah, I'm out here. I'm out in Vegas.
He never said that. You've never told nobody, nah, I got an early flight, right? You've never
I've
said
done that,
Nah,
yeah.
you're a lying ass motherfucker.
He's told me
Yo,
before. Now we gotta go home, Jamie. I'm like, all right, cool,
So
let's get it.
it's New Year's. I'm already drinking. Whatever. It was like the end of the gig. We went to the after hours.
Yeah.
Still drinking.
Of course.
And I think I lost. I lost this girl. Whatever. She went somewhere, and I was like by
lost a
myself. whatever.
person, yeah.
So I'm just hanging out, and I think somebody. I got roofied.
No, he didn't.
Nah, I feel like I got roofied. Cause dude, I don't remember what exactly happened. I just know that out of nowhere.
He was even starting like, you got flashbacks.
I was walking.
Remember.
It's like
I know, man.
It's like when you talking to a vet.
So-
war story, you start shaking. Like, come on,
You're starting to twitch a little
Yeah,
thinking
I know,
about
man. I'm
this
just
shit.
having flashbacks. So I'm walking to Bellagio, whatever, and I'm just like, yo, what the fuck happened?
Where'd you wake up? In a hotel room?
No, I was walking in the Bellagio casino.
Wait, how did you get roofied? And what? You just kept sleepwalking in the
kept going. I kept moving.
No, that's not how roofie
No,
works,
that's
bro.
what I kept moving. I kept
So
walking.
you kind of had like scenes
It's like
coming in and
I
out.
went from the club into the Bellagio. I don't
Which is-
remember
But
what
that's not
happened in between.
roofie, bro.
Which
You would
is-
have been out.
Which the club is in the.
No one
Wait,
keeps walking.
Let me finish
And
this.
they roofie.
Let me finish the story. So I'm like, okay, I'm in the Bellagio, and I
Can you
check my
imagine him
pocket.
telling that he goes to the hospital? Like, I was roofied, but I kept walking.
Yeah, I kept walking.
It doesn't work that way, fam.
Floating across the
I
Bellagio.
don't know what happened, but I'm in the Bellagio, and I checked my pockets, and my wallet was gone, and I had my paycheck
Oof.
from the gig from that weekend.
How much was it?
It was like $3,600.
Oh shit!
God damn. Yo, I won't be panicking.
So you know what's here's the craziest part about the whole thing. I wasn't mad. I wasn't stressed
You wasn't?
because I knew it was New Year's Day. The banks was closed because there was no way they could cash that check, and all my ID was replaceable. So I was just like, "Fuck, I can get all this
They
shit.
could recut the check.
I get all this shit. Yeah, exactly. I get the check cut,
Another lucky Nev.
which they did, and I got all my ID back. I mean, like I had to like fill out applications and all that shit.
But did you did have like a fucked up time getting on your flight, didn't you? Like trying to fly back.
I called my sister and she got me a ticket to fly back to. I had to call the airline to let them know I lost my ID.
But they let you on like at
Yeah,
the time. This was
This is post 9/11.
yeah. Wait, how did it work before? It's like you could get on without an ID. You needed a paper.
I called the airline. I let them know what happened, my situation, and I think I forgot what happened, but yeah, I was able to get on, catch my flight with
but
no
you
problem.
needed like a paper because I think you did that twice.
You know
This
what?
happened twice
I had to
to
go.
you.
Nah, I know I had to file a report in a police station.
That's what it was.
Yeah, and they gave me the papers to
To say you're Evan Boy.
exactly. Yeah,
And you lost your ID.
exactly.
That's what you.
That's what happened. Yeah,
That's crazy now that they would let a motherfucker in with that paper on a flight. They would
Yeah.
never do that.
I know.
Like, it's just like
You
word
would
of
be
mouth.
fucked now.
And that was cool. And it's like after I went to the police station, of course I hit up Eddie. Went to Eddie's crib. We hung out.
And y'all kept it going.
Keep the good times.
You know what the
rolling.
funny part about the whole situation? I kept thinking, damn, this is a bad dream. I gotta wake up.
Wake
man.
me up. Wake me up.
I'm like, I'm going to bed. I'm gonna wake up. This shit is all a dream. You know?
It's gonna
Woke
end
up,
it all.
it's like,
Woke
fuck,
up.
man.
Nightmare, baby.
But like I said, I gotta check the next day, so I didn't lose any money. I got all my ID back, whatever. But
Fucking lucky Nev.
Lucky Nev.
You find a way
Every time.
to survive that shit.
I mean-
it's fucking insane.
and the only thing I had a Visa credit card, and they fucking used it to buy gas, and they bought some shits from the gas station,
By the way, gas in 2002.
and it was like probably $80 they spent.
It was that waitress.
It could have been, yeah.
She said,
She got your wallet and bounced.
She could have set me up, yeah.
That's what
got
she
your
was
wallet.
looking
She's like, I
for.
know he got that check in the
I'm
fucking
getting-
wallet.
well-
I'm taking that shit. And also,
I'm filling up the tank tonight.
and you know what? And,
All
Thanks,
$60.
Nev. Thanks, Nev.
and I forgot to add that night I got like a $600 tip, so I had cash on me.
You lost that.
No, I had the cash.
you had it.
Yeah.
Life is good now.
Life is good for Nev, bro.
Even when it's all falling apart, it all worked out.
It falls apart.
Yeah.
And and then you know what? That's the problem. There was no consequence, so you're like, oh fuck it. Like I'll keep doing. I'll
Shrug
I
it.
kept that shit
Shrug it
going.
off.
get that shit
I
going.
came back the next month and I was like,
Stronger than ever.
There was like no lesson to be learned.
I know better this time.
It wasn't like yo. Like,
I shouldn't do this.
I shouldn't. Man, I got to get my shit together. I got
Just
to.
rolling the dice.
I got to. You were just like shit.
This is a young never.
Yeah.
I ain't
Shit
got
going.
I got no responsibilities though.
Life is a gamble. Boom.
Yo, recently I overdrank, but like I was like, it was just really bad.
Wow.
What do you
I don't-
mean?
Actually, I was with Four Color Zach. We did an event in New York, and you know, it was like, and me and him were drinking, but he was tequila and I was vodka.
Yeah.
So I think I didn't even drink that much, fam. Like I had like 3 to 4
We
drinks.
all say that. We don't drink that.
I know. I had like 3, maybe 4 drinks, but then I was doing tequila shots with vodka.
Oof.
So I think that was the bad
The
combination.
taste.
Yeah.
Because somehow after the gig, I don't remember how I got back to my mom's crib. Because I'm staying with my mom's, like looking after her, checking in and everything.
Yeah.
All I know is like I wake up and I'm sleeping on the floor in front of my mom's door, and a neighbor woke me up.
Oh, wait.
shit.
You're on the hallway.
I'm in
Outside
the
the
hallway.
apartment. Oh, my God.
I'm in the building. I'm in front of my mom.
So you look like a homeless person that was crashing in front of the.
With your DJ backpack and everything.
Yo,
in your
You had your bag
pocket.
though, right?
I had my so like this is me. This is I left the gig right. All of a sudden, my eyes open, and somebody walks over me, and the neighbor's door is open, and they like, "Are you okay?" And then I realize I'm like, and I start laughing. I'm like, "Yeah, I'm good." They close the door, and I wake up, and I'm like, "Yo, I'm in my mom's building." But I was like, "Am I on her floor?" So I'm like looking at the the door numbers. I'm like, "Oh shit, I'm in front of my mom's door." And I fucking walk in, and I don't know what time it is, right? I walk in, and then I went to bed. And then when I woke up, it was like 2 p.m. I've never, fam, you know me, right?
Yeah.
I'm usually up. I'm not sleeping on the floor in hallways. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, that's wild, man.
It's wild. It's wild because like you know me, right?
Yeah.
I don't do that shit.
No.
So I was like playing detective.
Yeah.
Oh,
So-
that's fun.
So I was like, I looked at my Uber, right? The event ended like 1. So my Uber was 118. I got my Uber at 118. I don't remember getting the Uber. So I must have gotten to my crib like 1:30. Right?
So you slept outside for like 4 hours.
So check this. My mom's was like, "Oh, I heard you came in really late, like 6 a.m." So that means I was in the hallway sleeping from 1:30 to 6 a.m.
Oh shit.
Just out there sleeping like and why did I walk in? I don't know what happened. Like I must
Bro,
and this
you
is
were on the floor.
So this is the fucked up thing. This is really fucked up. My left knee is still fucked up. My left knee is still fucked up. So I know I fell. I don't know if I fell, but like I don't know if I fell in the hallway or if I fell maybe outside.
You probably fell in the hallway and knocked yourself out.
You think that's what happened?
Bro, why would you end up on the floor?
Yeah, but I would have if I knocked myself out, my head would hurt. Like I would
Yeah,
have,
you would have had
had
a
something.
bump or something.
No, I was chilling, bro. I had my backpack on and I was just lying. And I wasn't even lying like, you know, when you lie in the fetal position, you sleep. I was lying like I was in like a king size bed in the hallway, like just out, and the bag was like on me. And I was like, oh shit, like I could have gotten robbed. I'm so glad my mom's building is like completely different now. It's not the same building from if it was the same building from the 90s, my
would've got
sneakers
robbed.
would have been gone. My backpack would have been gone. Everything would have been gone. Neighbors would have robbed me back in the day.
Jesus Christ.
Yo, everything was intact, fam. And I was blessed because it was like a Sunday. And my man was going to work at 6 a.m. He saw this dead Asian dude on the floor.
Did he know you?
I don't know. I didn't know any of the neighbors. I would have been.
What if your mom
crazy.
calls you now? Richie.
So your mom didn't know
telling me
you.
this.
She
Did you
didn't
say
know
you
what
oh,
happened.
shit.
But yo, that was definitely a moment where I was like, did I get roofied? But because I've never drank that to that point where I blacked out and I don't remember.
No,
how I
yeah,
got
because
home.
you've had long nights, but it doesn't sound like this. Did you get it's too late
Did
now.
you eat before?
Nah.
Yeah, that's what you don't fucking
That's it,
eat
man.
sometimes.
Yeah. You was
I
drinking
don't know. I don't know, man.
Drinking
That-
on an empty stomach.
See,
is not good.
unlike
and then you mix in alcohol and you mix in vodka and tequila.
See, if this was never been like, oh shit, like this was a good day. I got
Yeah,
home.
got home.
I got home.
You made
No
it
one
home.
took my shit, and I got some sleep.
No, when them nights I used to get fucked up and I used to wake up and I'd be like, oh my God. First thing I check is my bag and my wallet. If I see those two, I'm just like, all right.
Today
Like,
was a good day.
good. I'm
Ice
good,
Cube,
man.
Ice Cube, the Ice Cube song.
It's a good day. I'm going back to bed now.
Just woken up.
Just waking up in the morning, gotta thank God.
I would just
Got my wallet in my bag, so it's kind of up.
what up? and check the credit cards are still in the wallet. It's like, all right, got it.
Bro,
Crazy.
that shit is crazy. I don't know.
Yeah, no, but
it,
unlike you, I was definitely like, yo, man, I gotta make some changes. But I don't really roll like that crazy. Like,
maybe it's Four Color Zach hanging out with you, man. I don't know that.
Fucking Zach, man. I didn't even want to talk to him because I was afraid to hear what
You didn't want to hear what you was doing.
I didn't want it because I was like, oh my
You didn't-
God.
Damn, man.
So you can stop drinking, right, buddy?
Huh?
Join the sober
You
life.
know what? I've actually thought about it because I've noticed that a lot of motherfuckers like who continue to drink through their 40s end up like going through some weird shit.
Yeah, no.
They go through like a dark phase
Dude.
where it's almost like
No, I ain't gonna lie. I can't drink like I used to, man.
Well,
Yeah.
here's a quick
That's
question.
really-
And the older I get, I'm realizing that. That's why I'm just like, dude, I need to fuck.
that's really the thing though. It's just like motherfuckers think they could do like, cause when you're in your 30s, you think you continue to drink like your 20s almost, right?
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, man. The worst situation is usually when like the club is dead.
Yeah,
that's when I end
you're
up
bored.
That's when I overdrink.
Yeah.
And I'm always with like the opener or the closer, or I'm with like the promoter or the manager, and we just get fucking shit faced because it was dead.
It was a slow night.
Yeah,
I have a quick
that's the worst fucking situation.
It
Yeah.
is.
I
Totally,
gotta,
man.
but they did make me look like to be self-aware and just be like, look, man, like you got to control that shit because in any other city, in any other situation, it could have been real bad that I just blacked out.
Yeah.
And ended up, I was thinking of like all the Japanese businessmen. Like when you see like drunk Japanese businessmen, they just sleep on the street in Japan and Tokyo.
Oh shit!
Like because it's so safe in Tokyo, you can just be drunk and sleep on the street. Like motherfuckers will actually like come up to you and bring you water. It's like so safe there.
back
But
up,
like
champ.
even women can just sleep in public in the street drunk. And that's how I felt. Like I felt like the neighbors looked at me like, "Oh, that's like that. That's like in Japan."
Yeah.
I mean, he must be Japanese. They think you fucking.
He's back home.
Dude, that's fucking wild, man. I've never even done that shit, man.
Fuck you! Don't look down on me now.
I've never
Don't
passed
say
out.
I've never.
I never passed out in front of a door.
That's pretty crazy.
I want to know what stopped me from opening the door and
You got
and
comfortable
going
on
in.
that
Yeah.
rug. Was it a rug or was it just?
All I
floor?
know is I woke up and my knee. I was like, how?
You probably fell down and you just.
I was like, I was like, wait, why my knee hurt? Oh,
Ouch! I'm
what
just gonna go back to sleep.
my knee. Yo, I have a question.
I can't move.
that shit still hurt. I ain't gonna lie.
Bro, actually,
that shit is a reminder, fam. I'm just like, I'm gonna take.
I was gonna ask you, when did you guys start drinking? At what age?
fuck.
Because I stopped drinking early in my life, but I started drinking early in my life.
I would say like around 17, 18.
Okay, I started like at 14.
The first time I drank, I'll never forget it, was I never drank. I was in my teens, I was very like,
You told me this story.
no marijuana and no drinking.
No.
And then my boys took me to this strip club in Spanish Harlem. Never you know this, the Body Shop.
Yeah.
Remember the Body Shop?
Yep.
They took me there for the first time.
Sounds legendary.
And that's the first drink I ever had. And we went to the bar. Like, I had a fake ID from a homie, another Asian homie. He looked nothing like me. But he was like, I don't know.
kinda racist.
He was like 10 years, of course. Like, everyone's like, oh, Asian guy.
Oh, it's an Asian guy. All right.
The only time a bar, like anyone ever caught that it was like not me and the ID, I think I was at Speed. And there was a gay bartender.
Yeah.
And I was like trying to order a drink and he saw the ID and he looked at me. He's like, that's not you. And I'm like, what are you talking about? That's me. He's like, that's not you. You're both ugly, but that's not you.
Shit.
You're both ugly.
And he threw the ID at me and I was like, fuck you, man. And I was just like in my head, I was like, fuck you, man. And then Philippe was like, what happened? I'm like, yo, get me a drink, man. But yo, the Body Shop, I never drank before. So like when I went, my boys like, yo, you're gonna love this.
What was
spot.
you drinking?
So this is the thing, I didn't know what to order.
Uh-huh.
So I just remember high school, like reading Catcher in the Rye.
Yeah.
So Catcher in the Rye, like the main character in Catcher in the Rye drank 7 7s.
Yeah. Mhm.
And it was like,
I read
that
that
was his drink, remember?
Yeah.
7. So I just went to the bar and was like, let me get a 7 7.
All right. So you never drink beer? Never used to drink 40s?
Nah. I hated beer. So like when I got the 7 7, I didn't know what to expect. And I was just like, oh, this is pretty good. And then we ended up like, I ended up getting fucked up, like drunk.
Yeah.
I remember I had these the new light brown suede Timbs.
Oof.
The new light. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And I had the new light brown suede
They got
Timbs.
scuffed up.
No. And then Sadat X was there. That's when I saw Sadat X.
Uh-huh.
And he went to the Body Shop alone.
Yeah.
He went there dolo. And then we like saw him outside. He thought we were gonna rob him and shit.
Uh-huh.
But anyway, like afterwards there was a can of paint. Like a can of like with green paint in it. And I was just drunk.
You kicked
and
the
I
can?
kicked it, and all this green paint went on my fucking.
That was a wrap for them boots,
Timbs.
man.
And everyone looked at me.
I
They're
would have
like,
threw them shits out, man.
yeah. Everyone was like, "Yo, Crook, what's wrong with you, man?"
I would've walked
They're like,
barefoot.
"Yo, you fucked up your Timbs," and I was so drunk. You know, like the gutter water in the sewer, like by the sidewalk.
Yeah.
It was like there was like a puddle.
Mm-hmm.
and I took off my Timbs, and I was taking that's how drunk. I was taking I was taking the puddle water and wiping the green paint off my Timbs.
Dude.
And I remember waking up and looking at my Timbs, and that shit looked crazy. And I still wore. I still wore that.
They're $1.60, bro. You gotta keep wearing them.
Yo, what was the first time you drank?
Oh no, I was like 12, 13. The homies had 40s and shit, and we started drinking. So I started at an early age, and then I got pretty fucked up when I was like 16 off of brandy and coke. And then, and then I had like a bad.
Like brandy and Coca-Cola.
Yeah, Coca-Cola.
Not cocaine.
I don't do cocaine.
I'm like, yo, that's pretty crazy.
Right?
Yo,
brandy and Coca-Cola.
Young Jamie juggling cocaine and brandy.
I mean, think about
that's real sophisticated.
I know, right?
We hung out with the homies, so the homies had 40s and shit like that. But
that's some rich man shit.
Yeah.
What do you want to do? What do you want to do tonight? Well, a little brandy
and some Coke.
No, Coca-Cola. But then I got really messed up, and like when I was like 26, and I was like never again, and that's when I kind of.
What you do, man?
Yeah, because
heartbreak. I was like heartbroken, and then we just drank.
No, what you do like to get you so fucked up that you decided not to drink no more?
We were drinking for days. It felt like days. It was a whole weekend. We had like a pool party, and then we had like a night joint. But it was just
some nasty, right?
It was really like I wasn't too proud of myself, and I was like,
so me and Never sharing stories, but you don't want to share those
say
stories.
What happened.
No, that's why I asked you guys because I started early drinking.
No, but what happened? What happened
to realize that you don't want to drink no more?
Oh, I woke up and I don't know where I was at, and then I had that same feeling. You got to check your shit. And then I didn't know whose house I was in. I didn't even know where I was at.
Yeah.
My phone was dead. I was like, it was like real, like I was like, oh fuck, this is getting out of control. Especially for that one time, just because I was heartbroken.
I feel like you're holding out, man. Something happened. Man.
No,
like
you're not telling us.
He had some blood stains on his boxers.
No. I just didn't know. Like I'm very.
He woke up butt naked. Somebody bad.
Yeah, my knee and my butt hurt. I don't know. Nah, but it was just one of those things. I was like, nah, never again. I'm not doing
his left ass cheek was red as fuck. You don't even know why.
I got roofied, bro, and they kept walking.
Just his left ass cheek was red as fuck.
I just didn't know where I was at, and I got really scared, and I was like, what the fuck am I doing? And then, my phone was dead, and I kind of had, I think I had some change, and I ended up taking the bus home because I didn't have anywhere else like to go.
Fuck, man.
So yeah, but that was one time.
Something else happened.
I know he's not. He's holding out. He's not telling us the whole story.
Actually, edit me and Never's story. Since you ain't sharing, I'm not sharing these stories of me fucking growing.
I just felt disgusting, and I was like, yo, this is getting out of control.
Yeah, because you don't drink no more.
Yeah, I'm like I have a shot here and there and a beer here and there, but to get to the extent moment of getting fucked up, I don't like that feeling anymore, and especially because I can't control what's happening around me, and I don't know what can happen. I was thinking the worst. I was like, I could end up in somebody's house, and some shit would have gone bad, and I didn't know who I was with. So, and I didn't even know the people that were like laying in the crib. I got up pretty early, and I got out. I was like, yo, this is some scary shit.
Something happened,
man. He ain't sharing. You edit, you got edit.
Nah, I'm being dead ass.
Never. You went cold turkey.
Yeah,
but now you starting to drink a little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
But I want to go back to not drinking again. I got to take a little break again.
A break?
Yeah. That's why I said I don't know if I could stop, but I definitely need. I know when to take a break and then start up a little bit again. But
I don't know. I always promote sober living.
Yeah,
I always promote not drinking much. Like I don't know. You're just not in control and shit like that.
Yeah, it's like it's weird because it's like I only drink to take the edge off sometimes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like outside of DJing, I actually don't drink at all.
No, you don't.
I don't.
You don't.
I'm the same thing.
Even
same
when
way.
we go to have dinner, I
might have a beer or two, but I don't drink like I do when I'm DJing.
No.
Yeah.
But it's like I really think I was talking to like a bunch of homies, and I don't know if we talked about this before, but I really feel like the bottle service era kind of fucked DJs up. With and like kind of made them low key alcoholics.
Well, yes, because it's nonstop shot.
Well, no, it was the first time DJs were given a bottle, right? Mm-hmm. Like when we worked, we were given a bottle. Before we would like go to the bar and get drinks.
They give us drink tickets.
Oh, so you guys didn't get? So this was unlimited drinking.
I'm telling you, like in the 2000s and the 90s and before that, they weren't putting a whole bottle of liquor next to the DJ booth. Mm-hmm. Like these motherfuckers had to go to the bar. Someone had to get their drinks, or a waitress would come and get the DJ a drink. Mm-hmm. Somehow, when they started just having a whole bottle in the DJ booth.
Yeah,
like everyone just like, you know what I'm saying? Like it just
took
went too far.
Of it.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of motherfuckers just started over drinking and like it became like this this thing to be like.
And imagine if you DJing like 3 or 4 nights.
Yeah, 3 to 4 nights.
And you got a bottle in the booth with
and
you.
You drink it. And
you drinking, yeah.
And then for 6 hours you working. Mm-hmm. So that bottle's next to you, like,
not even. And we're not explaining. You guys are saying one bottle. Sometimes there's probably even more bottles.
Well, there's more bottles if there's more motherfuckers hanging with you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Coming.
So, yeah, that's crazy.
But it's true. Like that bottle just being there, and then you being thirsty, not having water, you'll drink the fucking liquor.
Yep.
Damn,
like I feel like that was not a good combination.
No.
Yeah, nobody ever speaks about this shit.
Well, I mean, it's like, you know, I was talking with a homie about it, like, and it was kind of like, we're not alcoholics, and we only drink when we at work.
Yeah.
So why are we over drinking at work? And it's like, why did it become normal to have a fucking whole bottle in the DJ booth? And you know what I'm saying?
For the optics, maybe? I don't know.
No. It was like, it was to be like to host and to have people there. And then it just became part of a writer. But then it became natural because like tables were ordering bottles, and then people were sending bottles. People would send bottles of champagne. Yep. People would like send me. I remember one time I was at Jet, and it was, I don't know if it was my birthday, but I was like, it was an insane night. And Sean Christie was like, what bottle? Oh, no. And it was Adam. I think it was Andrew Sasson was like, what bottle do you want? And I was like, I love Blue Label. Yeah. He gave me a whole fucking bottle of Blue Label.
Those are the days.
Those were the days. Never happened.
Oh, my God.
It will never happen again.
Yo, God bless like Andrew Sasson, Andy Massey, Sean Christie. Those days were just so fucking crazy. And it was
I remember when I started DJing at Jet 19, first time I met Andrew, he was the one that used to give me my drinks. He's like, what you want? What you want? I got whatever you want. He used to come and give it to me personally. This is like the owner.
But but Andrew was ill because he was also the dude like when the club was packed, and I'm talking like Jet.
Yeah.
In Las Vegas. Or Light even.
Wall to wall, basically.
It was packed. And he saw like the bartenders were behind. He would go behind like
you told me this.
He was the owner. Andrew Sasson would go behind the bar and start serving drinks.
Yeah.
And making people's drinks and shit. It was ill. It was like it was really kind of dope. It was you know, but I mean,
thanks for the alcoholism.
Shout out to Andrew.
He might have roofied me that night.
Roofie and the Bellagio.
Imagine if he thought your credit card was his or your wallet was his, and he was paying for his fucking gas.
For his gas.
And he went to Target, picked up some underwear.
Little Hanes.
And they were like, "You're not Evan Boyd." He's like, "I'm not Evan Boyd." Oh, I have Evan's card. He doesn't need this. All right, man. I feel like this is a perfect time to end it.
Let's
end it right now.
I forgot how to end the podcast when it's just us. Because usually when we have a guest, when we have a guest, we're like, thank you for coming.
Yeah,
like
I forgot how I used to end.
How do we end these podcasts with just us? Well, never. Thank you for
Never for coming through.
Jamie, thank you for coming through.
Thank you. I'm happy you survived New York trip.
Exactly.
Fuck y'all, man. All right, we out. Peace.
My knee.
If you want to watch more episodes from R.O.A.D Podcast, click either links on the left or the right. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube page and get updated on new uploads throughout the week. Peace.